That's better. That's much better. You're really making me watch Lower Decks. Welcome. We are having to... I have not watched this yet. I am not looking forward to this. I do not like Rick and Morty. I do not like modern day new Star Trek for reasons and science.
I like science.
Like that, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. We are doing this all live, and you know what? It would not be a proper Mecha reaction if I didn't anticipate what I was about to see and bring you guys something that I think you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like the theme music. Oh yeah, the theme music. Lower Decks. I don't want to watch this. You get the long version. I haven't seen it yet, so we will be ranting. We'll get to the super chats in a second, too. See how quickly CBS yeets the stream. They won't, because we're not using footage. Alright, music. Yeah, we'll fade it out today. That's better. I hear a jackhammer outside, though. You can't win today. This is one of those shows and days where I'm just not looking forward to this. This Filmation series is so much better. I like the Filmation series. The only animated series I've been watching lately is Corner Gas Animated, and if you guys want me to review that one, I would love to. They've got a 3rd season coming. I'm super excited. This one, not so much. Why? Well, a lot of the reason is because they decided to lie and say, oh yeah, it's gonna be in continuity and in canon with Star Trek. Oh yeah, it's just gonna be, no, it's not gonna be Rick and Morty in space. It's gonna be more like Red Dwarf, which is great. I love Red Dwarf. Can't stand modern day Star Trek.
Don't give me the Star Trek crap. It's too early in the morning.
To be able to review Red Dwarf instead of this. We're watching this, and I'm going to clip this. I'm going to clip my reaction. This is a live reaction. I have not watched this yet. I will be watching over on the other monitor, or maybe on this monitor. I don't know. Orbo says, I wouldn't say Rick and Morty is badly animated. Oh, I don't care about animation. I have no artistic, aesthetic investment in any of this. I care about what I'm hearing on the show. And what I've heard in the trailers are a bunch of people talking over each other and a bunch of annoying people. Bunch of annoying Tillies in space. And this is what I'm not looking forward to on Lower Decks. Do we want this? Maybe I don't react to it here on screen. Maybe we, Bree, don't jump scare me like that.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Bree, what have I said? Don't insult my viewers like that. They can dislike my videos all they want. It's not going to hurt my feelings any. And I'm not going to hire any marketing accounts to go and silence critics because you know what? I have a little thicker skin than that. We should warn us before you put it on screen. I didn't remember I had it, to be honest. I thought I was going for this one. I thought we were going to the Orville, you know, my happy place where I actually want to go. Let's be honest, funny is sort of over now. Comedy is dead. Feelings killed it. All right, so I guess we have to watch this garbage, don't we? Our specialty is Second Contact, just like the Orville. You know, the Superior show. We're all supposed to keep logs. Okay, this is the trailer where she's fighting with him. Are you drunk? Yes, she's drunk. They have Romulan whiskey. And I thought it was going to be green, but it's actually blue. And it's a very beautiful color. I'm slurring because I'm so professional. Fuck off. Just fuck off with it. You're so professional. You're drinking on duty. You can't even get the name of the crap right. And she's slinging around her bat lift like a completely trained Starfleet officer to not your idiot. Is this bring your idiot daughter to work day? Is that what this is? Is that they've gotten so woke that they just decided to let the captain bring her idiot daughter to work? Because I'm assuming that's the daughter, because there's no way this chick would be let out of the academy. You got it, all right. Yes, she's the daughter of the captain. See, you're not even clever. They're not even clever. Because we saw in the trailer, right? In the breakdown, right? And it wasn't a trailer. It was their first look that they did for Comic-Con. The captain's like, oh, well, the best way to teach her a lesson is to promote her because she doesn't want to work. I'm like, what are you, her mother or something? Yes, that's exactly what the case is. It's a whole fleet of idiot daughters. That's all this is. This is just bring your idiot special needs daughter to work day. Seriously, what is wrong with you, Lower Decks? Do you really think that Starfleet officers would be flinging around batliths everywhere? Do you really think that Starfleet officers would be drinking on duty, being completely different? Like, do you really think that's how Starfleet works? Do you really think that's how the military works? That you're just going to let any idiot come in being completely incompetent, endangering and assaulting their This is what was wrong with Discovery. This is why Michael Burnham sucks as a character, because this is the same crap. This is just more incompetent idiots. Guess what? This crap doesn't fly in a real military environment. I'm making myself cough. I'm yelling so much. And we're at 1 minute and 36 seconds. 1 minute and 36 seconds. Star Trek incompetency. They think a woman can do nothing wrong. That's BS. It's unethical to have relatives in the same chain of command. Well, yeah, this is why Admiral Paris and Tom Paris didn't serve together. For crying out loud. I need caffeine. Oh, she's just another Mary Sue. She's just like another Mary. Yeah, well, we already figured she was going to be just Mikey Spock Jr. Klingons with their crumpled heads. Oh, that's racist against Klingons, you stupid bitch. Right? So this character is not only is she incompetent, she's actually racist against Klingons. I said it. And then Stunning and Brave here. And then she takes a chunk out of him. Oh, that's gross. I don't want to see it. It's gross. It is disgusting. I don't want to see her take a chunk out of his leg. Now we got the opening credits. And they're just getting tossed into, a black hole. And then they slingshot themselves out the other end. A bunch of Borg cubes. And some Romulan ships fighting the Borg. Alright, that's kind of cool. Like, the opening is kind of cool looking. I'm gonna give them that. It's just when the fucking people open their stupid mouths. It's just when the characters talk. And now they got a giant space something sucking on the back end of it. Oh, really? Really? You got a giant space something sucking on the back end of it. The USS Cerritos. Because the USS Sherman Oaks was already taken. Seriously, because the USS North Hollywood was a little too obvious that you're naming it after the city you're filmed in. The USS Burbank wasn't good enough. Space sucking. Let me guess, there's a Star Wars reference, probably. And Green Tilly. Executive producer Mike Mahan, who should be ashamed of himself. Executive producer Heather Caden. Seriously, why are you making this? Oh, they got one of the blue guys that has a little respirator thingy in front of him. That's at least canon. Ensign Devon Attendee reporting for duty. I'm not Tilly and Deanna. Really, I'm not. Deck 4, follow the yellow line. Take the turbo lift all the way down. Oh, she's annoying. I'm so excited to be here. Keep it moving, Lower Decks. See, that stuff doesn't happen. They don't haze each other. They're like, oh, you're the new officer. And they would give you like a tour of the ship or something. Daniel, $5 super chat. Lots of great visual artists working in Hollywood. Sadly coupled with woke writers with zero talent. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. $5 super chat. The USS Doritos. Yeah, the USS Doritos. What's with the crop? It's for emphasis. It is for emphasis. If you're new to my channel, it's kind of a staple. We have an emoji if you are channel members. They're underdogs, get it? Yeah, they shouldn't be, though. You wouldn't have underdogs in Star Trek. You wouldn't have underdogs in Star Trek. You only have the best of the best out there in space. Because guess what? Aliens don't care about your little fucking space Safe spaces. Aliens don't care that you need a special prescription mattress. Aliens would take one look at you and murder your face off because you need stronger people out there to survive in military situations. This is why military goes through all these training scenarios. Oh, I know. This is Thundercats Roar all over again. Aliens don't care about your pronouns. No, they don't. Aliens don't care about the stupid, superficial crap. They think all humans are the same. Guess what? This is where Star Trek really fails. If you have aliens that exist, they just think of all humans as the same thing. They don't understand that we have differences of different skin shades. Because you know why? Because it's not fucking important. That's why. Because it's not fucking important at all. Oh my god. And this is what's wrong with modern day Star Trek.
In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, you are the very model of a modern Major General.
They don't get it. They don't understand that it's a military sort of environment. It's attendee reporting for duty. I don't care. You get charged with conducting unbecoming if you are a fucking recruit and you're drunk on duty. Exactly. You can get fired for being drunk on almost any job. We'll expect for maybe Star Trek, you just get promoted. You just fail upwards because that's what this is for. This is for idiots in society. This is for the idiots of society who don't understand how life works. This is for the people who go around saying, I can't adult. I need my safe space. Oh, I need my safe space. No, and hey, the L cars look normal. Hey, there's a map of a freaking ship. Oh my god, they have a map of the ship. Oh, they have a map of the freaking ship. Oh my god, they have a map of the ship. You know what? Maybe we should put that on screen here. So the L cars look nice. I mean, they look Star Trek-y. You got a map of the freaking ship. Oh, look at that. You get a map of the ship. Right there. For everybody to see. Here, we'll put it behind me. They actually look. I like that. Why can't they have good Star Trek in the universe that is this? Okay, this I like. There are moments in this that look good, like the opening sequence. It looks kind of Star Trek-y, sort of, almost, for about a split second. It looks like a parody of Star Trek. It looks like it hates Star Trek, though. We are only about 5 minutes in now, but this map doesn't show you everything from this tech up. You do know that there's no up and down in space, right? Like, the only reason they have two ships beating each other face to face in old Star Trek is because they are models. And I think Battlestar Galactica finally did, where you had, like, okay, here's the Battlestar Galactica ship, and then here's, some other here's some random other ship, here's a Cylon ship, and it's kind of, they're not meeting head on, they're kind of wonky. Here's Cyborg. Alright, now she just pulled a thing out of Cyborg's head to make him stupid again, I suppose. This is not a good tour. Okay, so she's just showing her the tour of the bunks. Was this the enlisted bunks? Welcome to the holodeck. Easily the best part of the ship. Yeah, it looks like the holodeck. Easily the best part of the ship. It does look like Trek. It doesn't act like it, though. It acts like Rick and frickin' Morty in space. I don't like Rick and Morty. It gets everywhere and it gives you a rash. Oh, it's sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Does Ensign Bowmler not like it? They really made a Star Wars reference with the rash. You get a rash from sand? Nobody does. Yeah, only Anakin. Only whiny boys. Only white toxic males do, right? The crew level personnel wouldn't be sleeping in a hallway. They'd have bunks and shared quarters. You think? Yeah. I mean, even the enlisted men would have, or enlisted persons, I should say, because there's more than men on the ship anymore. Even though it is based off a Navy ship design. Or at least, not design, but like, as far as like admiral and rear admiral and port and bow. It's more Navy than anything. Star Trek is a Navy show in space. Something sent her in Orion. Oh, so she's supposed to be an Orion. Would they even allow Orions in Star Trek? That's what I was wondering. Because don't Orions, according to Enterprise, didn't Orions actually secrete, especially females, they secrete a certain pheromone that intoxicates the crew. Much like Robb Lowe, the blue guy, Derulio, in the Orville, his species secreted a certain thing that made people, I don't know, swoon and fall all over them. Enterprise keeps moving up the ladder for the greatest all-time Trek shows. Enterprise had its moments. Enterprise had its moments, and I didn't hate it when I first started watching it. I just kind of lost interest because it wasn't that great. And that was the issue with Enterprise that I had. And now, with this one, my whole issue with this one is it's insulting. It's insulting to my intelligence. It is insulting to Star Trek. And pretty much all modern day Star Trek is just insulting to previous Star Trek. It is not in the same spirit. It does not have the hopeful, optimistic future of people who are actually better than us, right? If I want to see a bunch of assholes, right, I can just look on YouTube and Twitter and the internet and the world in general. I want to see people who are a little bit better than us. I want to see people who have gotten past all the stupid, superficial crap. I want to see people who have evolved a bit beyond the stupid, petty bullshit. And that's not what they showcase on this modern day Star Trek. They basically take modern day people, modern day asshole people who have modern day issues with each other, and then they keep going, and then they keep going. Well, I never made it this time before I went and enlisted. So she's just enlisted. Is she enlisted or is she an officer? For crying out loud, can you get your Star Trek right? Enlisted are different people. Officers are different people. If everybody is the best and the brightest, then how do you explain some people moving up ranks faster than others? Well, because some people are enlisted and some people are officers, and some people have more of an ambition, and some people are perfectly happy as a lieutenant commander forever and ever. Look at Deanna Troi. She was a ship's counselor. She didn't want to be a captain. She didn't want that responsibility. Some people don't want all that responsibility. Some people join Starfleet for a specific reason, right? Some people join Starfleet just so they can go out and do their experiments on starships and explore and see the galaxy. Some people are perfectly happy to rise up the ranks slowly because they get used to where they're at and they like where they're at. And there's nothing wrong with that. And just because I'm complaining that they have the worst of the worst and they don't have the best of the brightest in this doesn't mean that somebody who isn't captain day one isn't still the best and the brightest, right? Ambition does not equal best and brightest. We're crying out loud. Why are people dumb? Matt G, $2 super chat. Matt G, $2, you're not dumb. It's $2 super chat. JJ Trek films versus TNG films and a steel cage. I don't like the JJ Trek. I don't. It's not good Star Trek. They're not good movies. They're basically boring, generic, run-of-the-mill. But I'd rather talk about Star Trek because Star Trek's more my wheelhouse. And Stargate. And Battlestar Galactica. And Babylon 5. And all the good stuff. Channel members, can we get a shadow ship emoji in chat going if you guys like Babylon 5? Because I love Babylon 5. And we do have special emojis in chat for some of the things that I do love or hate. Yes! The rise of the shadows. Ooh, that's what we need. We need the shadows to come in and just open a jump point right on top of these people and do what the shadows do. More chaos for everyone, right? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. All right, so they're on Orion, and it looks like Egypt with, blue trees. I might be colorblind, though. Rob says, any enlisted ensigns and junior grade officers share the same quarters. Lieutenant junior grade officers get their own quarters. So what exactly is Mikey Spock Jr.? Rob, do you want to be on this review with me? Do you want to be on this reaction with me? All right, so they're on the holodeck. She's yelling at Cyborg. They show the guy walking by with a towel who's like super muscly, unrealistically so. Wow, I hate the animation in this. It just looks awful. Everybody looks cross-eyed or wrong. You got some of them are too skinny. You got some of them are too large. Tilly's the only one Green Tilly seems like the only one who wants to be there. Just come in and yell about it for a couple of minutes and then I'll continue. Alright, Spider-Man, $5 super chat. In Morden voice. What do you want, Mecha? I want. What do I want? What do I want? I'll tell you what I want. I'll tell you what I want. I want to see the end of Star Trek Discovery with the closing scene where we see Michael Burnham's head, decapitated head, on a spike, being punished for the crimes against Starfleet and humanity. And I want to look into her lifeless eyes, and I want to wave, just like this. That's what I want. out of Star Trek Discovery Season 3 especially. I just want good Star Trek, though. That's what I want. She's a treasure. And now I want to watch Babylon 5 now. Can we watch Babylon 5? That's such a better show. Oh, I just want to watch Babylon 5. Mecha got dark. Mecha had Zaha Doom on a license plate for a car that was a Mitsubishi Spider, a black one. Okay, if that tells you anything about Mecha. I'm going to have my reaction, and I'll probably do a review after the fact here. Oh, there's Rob. Hello? Join call. It didn't ring. Hello. There's Rob. It didn't ring at me. I just saw it bleeping in the background, probably because I'm streaming.
Mega bang.
Hello.
Mega bang. Hello. So where are you? How
I am 7 minutes in. Now I have to watch it with the sound off, or I watch it on my phone. I can probably watch it on my phone.
All right, well, let me 7 minutes in. So just so I can follow along.
So you can follow along. Let me try and watch it on my phone.
I'm not sure I could spare the brain cells.
It's so stupid. And then you get people about people just wanting to yell about
well,
about what about here? Do you have something to say to the best and the best thing while I get it queued up here?
The best and the best.
I'm gonna have to download it to my phone, I think, or not download it. I'm gonna open
my
it.
God! I knew it was gonna be bad. I just didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Really, it's not so much as not a single laugh, everyone. Not a single laugh. Not so much as a chuckle or a guffaw.
There it is.
Not even a giggle or a smirk. It was that bad. I mean, and to think, it took 14 producers to make something this bad.
I only counted 2, but that's when I stopped reading.
14 producers. They got all the Star Trek trappings and iconography kind of right, but it
looks fine.
The fact that it's just so stupid. You don't care,
right? That's the problem I'm having with it. Is it is just so stupid that I don't care about it. and it's like, okay, so somebody was trolling in chat about this, or I was saying, oh, the best and the best should be on Star Trek, right? Yes. And they said, oh, well, if only the best and the best are on, then how come some people get promoted faster than other people?
Because some people are more ambitious and they stand out in a crowd. That's why.
Exactly.
Some people do their job well.
Some people do their job better than others, but you're still the best and the best. You're still not this lowest common denominator sort of person on the ship. You're still not just somebody who was passed through just because they felt sorry for you, or because you had special treatment, or because they didn't want to appear istrophobic, or any of those things. No. You actually had to earn your way out of Starfleet Academy. And now here's the thing with Ensign Green Tilly here. I can't tell if she's saying she's enlisted. Is she enlisted, or did she actually go through Starfleet Academy? Because you have the enlisted academy, right? If I'm remembering this right. And then you have your officer training for the Starfleet Academy.
Like Simon Tarsus, there are people from Drumhead. You can bypass the academy, but you go in as an enlisted man.
Yeah. You
go in at a very low rank. It's kind of like when you don't go to the Naval Academy in Annapolis, or you don't go to Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, or how far is that from where you are? Air Force Academy.
It's a drive. It's on the other end of Denver. It's on the south end, so it's like an hour south of Denver.
Or west, because or you're like in the Army when you don't go to West Point. I mean, you go to West Point, you get educated, you come out an officer the other end. I mean, if you're just enlisted in the Army, you're what's known as a bullet catcher.
Yeah, you're the grunt. You're the lowest of the lows. Like the officers are the people they're putting money into.
You can work your way up from like an enlisted man, infantryman, but it's going to take you a lot longer.
Yeah, you want to have to go into like a military academy, like to be an officer or something. They'll just let anybody. This is the difference. This is the biggest difference from what I recall from when I had actually talked to recruitment people, because I was just curious about this, right? And if you are college, you have to have kind of a college degree first, right? You want to go in with some sort of basic college degree, and then you can go into the military and be in your officer's training. And you can do that, and a lot of the times they'll move up through the ranks through ROTC and be on the officer's path. Or then you get just the random people who are like, I don't have a job, I want something to do with my life. I'm going to go and enlist in the Army or the Navy or, whatever. They're different levels, though. Like the enlisted, they're only in there for what, a couple of years, 2 years, 4 years, something like that, and then you're done.
There's like Army, there's 2-year enlistment. Navy, there was last I heard a 6-year, like 5-6 year enlistment.
Yeah,
I think Marines is a 4-year enlistment.
And then when you're in like an officer,
Air
that's
Force.
your career. You're going in for career. You're going in at a different level of ambition and dedication to the position.
They have Dune buggies in this one.
Oh no. I haven't gotten to the
buggy.
Dune buggies yet. Here, we'll go here. Green Dilly is definitely not prior enlisted. Well, because she says she's enlisted, and then she doesn't. All right, now I'm watching muted. 7 minutes.
Here's the thing. Green Tilly's cute, but it doesn't make up for the fact that she's like so pricky and she's annoyingly so,
Yeah, so here they're coming out of the holodeck, and he's yelling at them. He's saying, yes, they reward people who follow the rules because they're making fun of him for following the rules. And I think that they're garbage people for making fun of him for following the rules. You want to follow the rules in your military environment. You want to follow the rules in your military sort of scenario. You want to follow the rules in your chain of command. You want to follow the chain of command, especially if you are career military and want to do that as your career ambition. And you know what? Different people have different career ambitions in Star Trek as well. Your career ambition could just be sitting there at the space station doing, your research. That might be all you want to do out of your career, but you still want to be the best of the best at what you do. And look at Picard. He was an archaeologist before. Look at Janeway. She was like a biologist before she was a captain. What was Kirk before? He was tactical, right? Or did he have?
Kirk was a tactical officer.
Yeah, he was always tactics.
He was a navigator on the USS Farragut or something like that.
Yeah, and I can't for the life of me recall what Sisko did before, but I'm sure he had some.
Sisko was the commander of the Reliant. I think he was.
Oh, he was commander, but I can't remember if he had command or if he had like a science background. But that's one of the cool things about Star Trek is you can have a science background and also have that aspiration to be a captain. Because look at Picard and Janeway; they were scientists, and then they got command. And this is the thing that modern day Trek that they completely forget about is you have to kind of work your way up through the chain of command. And that's what I love about Stargate too, because that is a military show, or Babylon 5. You've got to watch Stargate and Babylon 5, Rob. I think I want to make you watch those. I think you'll really enjoy them.
Mitchell says, Rob, go to SEAL training school. Oh, no, I've seen what those guys go through. Those guys are insane.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those guys. I mean, there's a reason why those guys are the best of the best.
Yeah, they're saying, yes, make Rob watch Babylon 5. Well, thank you. Babylon 5 was very, in real life, military-like, though, like every TV show, they broke the rules all the time. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I love about, like, the more militaristic shows. That's why I liked Star Trek, because they had these rules, and it was very, very orderly. This is just a bunch of lawless idiots in space. We're 7 minutes in here. I gotta keep going.
Are you 7 minutes? I'm at the end of probably Act 2.
I'm at 7 minutes and 54 seconds. Right when they're mocking him, saying, "Oh, is he always this uptight?" Nah, just whenever someone spills a drink. Here, I'm putting play. Computer
SBS
load Mariner program. All new to Olympic training facility. Oh God, you might want to back up a little. And now she's now she's. See, can you Me Too her for this? So she loaded up an Olympic training program in the holodeck of a bunch of naked butts. And I can't show this because they'll get me demonetized, which is why they do this, just so they can demonetize YouTubers. And they're all a bunch of naked cartoon butts of Olympic people working out. Ooh, we got Pig Planet. Now we're on Pig Planet. So first off, can Green Tilly go and register a formal complaint that she was subjected to something that made her very uncomfortable? Because if we're going with today people and today rules, right? Wouldn't she need a safe space after seeing that? Would she be? I don't know. Would she be considered to be Me Too'd by being forced to look at a holodeck full of a bunch of naked Olympic butts? I mean, you'd think that that's one of the things that would make her uncomfortable in the future if we're going with today rules and today people. Well, the little pig guys are kind of cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look how cute they are, the little pig guys. Here, I'm gonna put them on screen for you for a second here. Oh, they wave. Oh, look at them waving. Here, look at the little pig guys. Where's my display capture? Oh, look at them little pig guys. Look at them waving. They're like, ah. Are they supposed to be Tellarites or something? Are they new?
They're pig men.
They're little piggy men. Oh, they're little piggy pigs. Oh, they're so cute. Aww. They're so sweet. Oh. Are they gonna get eaten? They're gonna get eaten by a giant spider or something, because I saw the giant spider in the trailer, so. You should get that looked at, sir. What does he have? What's wrong with him? Looking like a cold beer after a smooth second contact. Oh, this is like the Orville people, only not nearly as cool. They think they're the Orville, only they're not nearly as cool. Look at this. Look at this idiot. Look at these people. Oh, there's Boimler. Bolmer, whatever his name is. And at least the bridge, I'm going to say this, the bridge looks halfway decent. It looks like an in-canon friggin', I mean, look at the Orville. Look at the Orville for comparison here behind me. So here's the Orville for comparison behind me. We got the Orville here, and then look at the Cerritos. It looks, you know, like the Orville was inspired by TNG, so it looks very TNG-ish. And I can even change out to TNG, but I don't want to because I like the Orville shit better. sorry. I just have a little bit more fonder memories of the Orville, and it doesn't look terrible. Let me a little 10-pound super chat, or 10 euros. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you want to come and see remastered B5 CGI scenes using the original assets from back in the day, let me know. Yes, many assets do still exist. Ooh, I was under the impression a lot of them didn't, and they'd have to go in and re-render them all. They'd have to go in and rebuild all the models. Is the purple hair guy supposed to be Rimmer? No. Well, is he purple hair? Well, Bulmer is supposed to be Rimmer. Here, I'll get a good cue up of him. Yeah, he is purple hair. Yeah, this guy's supposed to be Rimmer.
Reichenfaust 009. Even every military has what is termed catch-all, way to blast for doing something stupid on duty, even if they can't specifically say it was against the rules. Because hold my beer. Let me tell you, this is one of the stories my buddy Jimmy told me, actually, when I first met him. He said, you know, right around 1994, when the base first got the internet, you know, they were looking up pictures of Pamela Anderson. And there was a guy, I can't remember his name, and you know, Johnson, whatever his name was. And so he had him written up, you know, looking at illicit images on the base computer, you know, unauthorized use of a base computer. So he goes to the duty officer's desk, or you know, and he gets called in the office. Jimmy and his buddy gets called to the office. He looks at the reprimand. He says at the complaint. He says, "You mean to tell me I got planes being shot at in a no-fly zone over Iraq? I got planes being shot at Bosnia. I got men being shot at on the ground in Baghdad. You're sending me two guys looking at titties on a base computer? Son, how old are you? 22, sir. Son, how old are you? 19, sir. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You promise never to do it again? Yes, sir. All right, now get the hell out of my office." and then the guy goes, "Johnson, my office now!" He was gonna chew out the guy who ratted him out.
See, and that's the problem, is that I think that's a lot of the problem. I don't think Rimmer here is going to, or not Rimmer, is going to be really reporting the idiots for their idiocy. I think he really figures that they should know better. I think he's probably like one of the normal people out there, and then just all of a sudden, see, this is why we have standards. This is why we have a Starfleet Academy, so they don't have all these idiots coming in. And hello, truck reviewer. Hello, everyone.
People do stupid things on duty, but at the same time, you know, like I said, if you're a disciplined case, you're Captain Robert Abel. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the real military. Everyone's saying that sounds like the military. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the real military, where they're not going to put up with this shit. If you want something more realistic and military, watch Stargate. I mean, like, even the science in Stargate and Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5 even, and Battlestar Galactica, are better than the science in this modern-day new Star Trek shit. 8 minutes, 45 seconds. I'm going to keep going. He's on the bridge.
Sticks up their asses. They do the sergeants these days, yeah.
Ooh, he's got an itch. He's got an itch. He's got an itch on his neck. He's got a thing.
Oh yeah.
There's something wrong with him. He got a thing at the planet because they didn't follow procedure. This is why you follow procedure, because even at times when you don't, you could have okay. Look at this. Look at this argument for the people who are like, oh, well, not everybody can be the best of the best. Yes, they can, because look at what happens when you have the best of the best and they still have to overcome crap. Look at the situations that they could put in the next generation. This is why you have the best of the best, because if you don't, you're going to get your whole entire ship killed. You're going to be out there doing something stupid. You're going to be goofing off, and it's negligent. One mistake is life and death, people. This is why you have the best of the best, even if you don't have the aspiration to be the captain. Even if you don't have the aspiration to raise to the ranks, you're still on the team of people who want to go and explore the galaxy and survive to do the next mission for the next thing. You are in this ship where your actions have consequences that could kill your entire crew. This is why the officers' first responsibility is to protect their ship. Your first priority is your ship. Second, you will give your life to protect your ship, because if the ship survives, then the people on it will survive or have the greater chance of surviving.
You do your job, everybody goes home.
Yeah. And that's what they're forgetting. And this is why we pick on the little scenes of them screwing around. Yeah. This is why we pick on this, because you know what? They don't even screw around this much in the Orville. The Orville is more realistic and militaristic.
Remember the first day on duty? What happened was, Gordon had a beer. Mm-hmm. He says, "Was that a beer?" Yeah. I'm nervous. I want to take the edge off. It's 9:00 in the morning. He was trying to take the beer from me. Like, you don't drink on duty.
Yes, Mecha gets harsh realities. Yeah, well, this can be applied to the real world too. You've got so many people out there wandering around throwing temper tantrums about something as rare as lightning, when they can't understand that their kitchen and their baby are on fire at home. They don't understand that. They're no, we got to worry about the lightning because lightning. And that's what happens in real life. I get life and death situations. I get priorities, people. This is why I'm not out there buying a whole just... Like, I haven't bought a couch yet because I might need to buy a car. Not a single demerit. You keep a personal log. Sometimes 5 times a day seems excessive. Do you see a captain's chair in your future? I hope so, ma'am. She says, well, I see a lot of potential in you, son, which is why I'm giving you a special assignment. See, and he's at least getting rewarded for his hard work. See, this is why, because he wants to advance into the rank of captain. But what's going to happen, because we already know the spoilers, that she's just going to promote Ensign Stunning and Brave as punishment. Because that's exactly what they did with Mikey Spock. And that was a terrible idea. Mikey Spock ended up getting her whole entire crew flung into the future. Mikey Spock started a war that cost the lives of, 70,000 people in the galaxy? Something like that, or 7 million. How many people died in that freaking Klingon war?
Trek Review, I never understood why Roddenberry always said Starfleet was not a military organization. When you live on a ship or a base and have a rank structure, well... I mean, that's the military structure was, I think, probably something that was just familiar to him, but they weren't like it wasn't answering to a president. Basically, well, no, you're not answering to the government. You're out there. You're your own entity that's kind of militarized in structure, but you're not. Yeah. But you're not out there. Your only government is basically, or governmental interactions are with the other ambassadors. They're not out there fighting wars, is what it is. They're out there exploring.
Yeah, they're more of an exploratory thing. They're not out there just to conquer. And yeah, there's a difference between the Star Trek military, like Starfleet as a military, and real life military. Even though they do follow the chain of command, they are a militarized organization, because you kind of have to be when you have rank and chain of command and orders and regulations. You kind of have to be in that sort of regard. All right, so what's she doing? She's sending him off on a mission. Keep an eye on Ensign Mariner. Babysit my idiot daughter. She's the mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured. We knew. She breaks protocol. I want a full report. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ensign Regulation Breaker or Captain Regulation Breaker. You would not be allowed to have your daughter serve under you. She would be another. You would not be allowed. So this show is complete and utter bullshit. Military wise, it's not believable. It is like a parody of Star. This is fan fiction. Well, what if they're mother and daughter? Because family. Well, you wouldn't have that because stupid, right? It goes back to the old joke of, the...
Well, not only that, I mean, the Sullivan brothers were the, brothers that all in the war got killed. They all got wiped out, all serving on the same ship. And they always want to prevent something like that from happening again.
Make sure you're close to the mic, too. I've got my audio weird. Make sure your audio's up. Bob be with you.
Bob be with me.
Chuck Viewer, look at the original series in Deep Space and late Deep Space Nine.
And Ensign Nepotism, that's what we can call her now.
Let me see. Never. But see, I still say you kind of have to have the military on it, even though, in the way I see it, though, it's not like the military is out there at the war act of a president, and that's the difference between the Babylon 5 military and the Star Trek military. With Babylon 5, now here's where I'm in my element. With Babylon 5, they are under the orders of the president. You still have Earth. Only Earth is now one government, pretty much. But then you have like the Russian consortium, and you have all like the little different countries that are still kind of their own thing. But you got the Earth government. So you have Earth force. They're a defense force against the aliens out there. Starfleet was never intended as a military defense force. Starfleet was hey, let's work with the Vulcans and see what else is out there and explore. It wasn't ever really... look at Enterprise. Look at Enterprise. That's why, as Enterprise moved on, Captain Archer was like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know when I signed up for this. I signed up for an exploratory mission, and now I'm recommending Makos on every ship. Now I'm recommending all these military... because once you're out there, you needed it. And that was one of the great things about Enterprise. That's one of the things that Enterprise did so well, was introducing the fact that, yes, it didn't start out like it was supposed to be like this defense military organization, like an army or a navy or something like that. It was designed as this scientific exploratory thing that ended up getting repurposed into incorporating more military structure and more military officers. Because, you had Malcolm, who was, military security tactics, all that crap. And you had that sort of mentality from some officers doing some positions. But then once it kind of developed and blended into, it became more like what Stargate Atlantis was, where you still had a civilian sort of environment with scientists, but you also had the military there as a way of protection, as a way of order, as a way of accountability in a lot of ways, as a way of some sort of regulation, like having a prime directive, which nobody ever follows. Xindi lives matter. Fuck those Xindi. Eliminate all Xindi. I'm racist against Xindi. I don't like any of them. I don't like the bird ones. I don't like the lizard ones. I don't like the mammal ones. They all look funny. The fish ones are kind of cool. I do like the fish Xindi. Those are okay. I agree with Mecha. So here, 9 minutes and 41 seconds in. Oh, those cups! I used to have these. So these are the next generation cups that I actually used to have some of here.
Actually, someone brought up a good point.
I used to have these. I also have the rectangle plates. Look at these cups. These are the cups that I would see in like all of the sci-fi. I had these cups when in like the one, I want to say like 97, 98, right when I first moved out of the house. And I also had the rectangle black plates. Well, they weren't rectangle. They were like hexagonal. They were pretty much the same thing. And you would see this on Deep Space Nine. You would see this on Babylon 5. You would see this all over the place in the 90s. I like that. They got their visuals right. They got their visuals right, which sucks because they got their story, their message wrong, and they're still freaking Rick and Mortying it. No Supreme Leader point of view tonight. I mean, if you put him in the chat enough, maybe if we can call him and put him in the chat. I don't know. It's either him or Pope Bob Iger.
But you can't.
Oh, this girl's a Trill. This girl's supposed to be a Trill that he's with. Oh, Cyborg's dating a Trill. How cute. There he is with a Trill.
Trill representation.
I mean, her character design's all right, but
I call him Geordie LaForgery.
Geordie LaForgery. I just call him Cyborg because that's what they call him. Careful, mechanic. The member berries are working in you. Oh, it's the weed kicking in. That's all it is. I have a giant torso over there. See, I needed it an hour ago. Oh, they're transporting. They're teleporting. Oh, look at the big pig people. He's so cute. I like that pig guy. Oh, he's so cute. Look at the pig guy. He's so cute. He's little. see it all? Oh, he's got a big smile. Oh, I like the pig guys. Why are those cute? He'd be much better as Cyborg if he yelled booyah. We get to know each other without any interruptions. Oh, this guy's spazzing out and nobody cares. Oh, great. He's infected. Is he going to turn into Spider-Man? Is that what's going to happen? He's going to turn into Spider-Man. Are you a fan of The Matrix? Not really. Not particularly. Trek viewer, do you see a Federation president start? You do see a Federation. That's true. That's true. You do see a Federation president, but it's not like the same. It's like it's just the leader of the Federation, though. He's not like the Federation. It's not like the president of the United States or something, or the President Clark or Santiago on Babylon 5, right? It's not like that sort of an elected sort of. No, it's just a president, like a leader of the organization of Starfleet. Pegleg P, when is Pope going to sanctify you? Watching Basmati Blues is more than 3 miracles. Spider-Man zombie, oh no.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay, I will. Oh, and he's attacking people. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, this is dumb and idiotic. And I gotta put the sound on so you guys can't see it. And I gotta turn off the display. Oh, this is stupid. Set phasers to stun. At least they usually do. And they're more interested in flirting with each other. Someone brought a virus back. This is happening all over their ship. So this is what they're talking about, where they have some, like the main plot of this guy has a virus on the ship, but we're watching all the idiot ensigns hit on each other. Oh, no. You can do that, but don't make your main story more interesting than the stupid crap you're showing us. And I know they warned us. They warned us about this in Star Trek Las Vegas. They warned us about this time and time again, right? They've warned us about this time and time again. They've warned us that it was going to be just this. Something more interesting is happening. The guy's got bit by something and he's a zombie. Why couldn't that have been what we focused on? Not the idiot ensigns. Maybe incorporate one or two of them. Maybe have Tilly or Green Tilly and the other one. Oh, they do have a Dune buggy. They have Dune buggies. They literally they I got you muted because you were typing. Say it again.
Dune buggies!
They literally have Dune buggies.
This is the greatest Star Trek show in the history of Star Trekdom.
They literally have Dune buggies. Oh, now I gotta pull it up again. So they're on the planet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be all over subspace. You're gonna love it. So he's the guy installing the array, and of course, oh, you think I'm kidding? It's a Dune. It's a Dune buggy. It's literally a Dune. It's like they watch us. It's like they watch us and watch our memes that we meme when Old Man Picard's like, Dune buggies. It's supposed to be annoying. Why is it supposed to annoy me? That's stupid. Why is it supposed to be annoying? You're supposed to make good Star Trek, not annoying Star Trek that's going to piss me off. Because what happens when I get pissed off? I don't jiggle as much, and I like to jiggle. Alright, so they got the zombie. Hey, you, green girl. Strap in some patience, and double them up if they have to. Alright, so basically they have to strap down everybody. So she's a medic. Green Tilly's a medic. Apparently. Such an honor to meet you, sir. And, yeah... Oh, of course. He just spewed green barf all over, or black barf all over her. Oh, I'm looking forward to meeting you, or working with you. And he just, so she's fangirling. Not the time or the place. You're supposed to be a trained ensign in the... That's what they do. They always forget that they're trained. Oh, the little pig guys are here. They're doing buggies. Federation, you're selling Federation weapons to these guys. No, she's selling a Dune buggy. The green girl looks like Jessie Milestone. I think she looks a little bit closer to the cosplayers that you see on Twitter all the time. Green Tilly, I hope the actor's green, right? Hello, Chaos Hoy. So you pushing me around. Explain yourself right here. At least he's yelling at her.
Yeah.
You need to shut up. You know nothing. Shut your mouth. Oh, can we just put her to sleep? Nobody move. Selling Starfleet technology without the express of the Federation. Oh, they ran off. They ran into a spider cave. Well, that's stupid. And there's a spider. It's a giant spider. Run, idiot. So she's just disrespectful to.
But look, I mean, this scene right here, Ensign Stunning and Brave has to prove that she's right.
Yeah.
She has to prove that she's got to prove that they got to show that she's right and that she knows more than Ensign Soy Boy here.
Like, he's trying to do his job, and she's trying to she's trying to do anything but her job.
She's trying to prove that she's right. That's what she's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
For cleavage, so.
Shelby MD, they gave him a small censor bar because he has a small penis. Because you get it if he's a straight white man. It's funny. She's telling him to take his pants off. 5 ships. Yeti shoes. I am always right. Take them off now. Oh, somebody strangle her. I hate these. Yes, it's working. Look at that thing tear into the dummy. See, she could have just said that. Hey, give me your clothes, let's make dummies. Instead of being a complete idiot.
Or how about say, hi, hey, I have an idea.
Jump,
Give me your clothes. What for? You'll see. And Ensign Soy Boy has to get slobbered on.
Don't phaser her, it'll spoil her milk. She's an herbivore. She's just gumming on him to suck out some moisture. Ew, but it's gross.
Did you notice how like everything is just like so ADD?
Yeah, and it's just gross.
Look, I mean, everything is so quick. They don't give the viewer any time to process anything.
Yeah, that's why I keep pausing it, because I gotta pause it. So now we can discuss that. That whole 3-second scene was basically he got eaten by a giant spider in a cave that the cute little pig guys went into, right? And oh no, don't shoot the spider, it'll spoil her milk, because I guess they drink spider milk there. And it's not gonna eat you, it'll just gum you a little bit and chew on you and suck out your moisture. All right, so it's just gross. It's just gross to be gross. It's just gross for the sake of being gross.
Oh my god!
What is wrong with the show? Oh, now it's all red. Red alert.
Where do we start?
There's a maintenance hatch on the other side of the saucer. It should give us access to Deck 8. Oh, they gotta walk on the outside of the ship.
Yeah. Just like first contact.
Just like I saw that. Hey, I remember. I saw this in First Contact where they had to walk on the outside of the ship.
With the magnetic shoes? That's right, yeah. The classical band called the Monkees, yeah. Waka Waka. Oh, look, there's chaos. They're holding. Oh, they're listening.
Oh, they're holding hands going into the ship. How cute. They just met, and everybody's zombies. Yay, they're action stars. And yeah, they're just firing phasers at them. They take off their helmet. They're at least. Really? Of course.
Hot lady wants to make out, but he's too obsessed with his duty.
Of course he is. I'm gonna pull that image up. What is their obsession with everybody having to jump in and out of bed with everybody on this modern day Star Trek? Like seriously, what is their obsession with this? Now she just basically pulled a Rose Tico on Finn here, and she just jumped him without, like you can see his expression here. She jumped him without his consent or knowledge, right? So she jumps him and plants one on him without his consent. So.
Well, not for nothing. He was working up to that, though.
I know. It's just like, not the time or the place, lady.
The Rose Tico thing came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. That's because Rose... Well, that's true. This at least, he was trying to hit on her. He says, wow, I wasn't expecting that. What do you expect?
The hot trill chick, you know?
Because trill chicks are always hot.
Yeah,
I mean, they kind of are.
How that works out.
It would be wrong if he did that. Yeah, men used to do that. Yeah, and then I think that's my complaint, is that that's the type of thing a man used to do. Now he wouldn't be able to without getting me chewed, without getting, completely, oh, you violated her rights and you didn't ask her consent and you didn't keep asking her the whole time.
I think we need the love contract, like Dave Chappelle said. How about that love contract? An initial here. And sign and indicate here. He goes, okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm still horny.
So she's got to pump his heart manually.
Yeah. That's yeah. They have respirators for that. They have respirators. Worf was on a respirator. Remember? No, Neelix was on a respirator. Remember? Voyager?
Tries her hardest. So she's got a chip on her shoulder about the captain, which is why you wouldn't have your daughter on your ship anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this show. So they allow them to beam into the middle of a zombie sort of thing. You can't let them down. Oh, and he's got spider goo all over him. Let me guess, the spider goo. Get into sickbay immediately. It's very important. It's the let me guess. It's gonna be the cure all of the thing that from the zombies.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding, 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 ding.
we knew. It's so juvenile. This is so sixth grade Star Trek. And they just got zombies running after them.
Oh, High Fidelity got canceled by Hulu. The Zoe Kravitz gender flipped High Fidelity.
I didn't watch it.
Well, that's why it got canceled. Nobody watched it.
Star Trek Lower Deck, the D&D space adventure. That's what it feels like. It feels like a D&D space adventure.
Let me see that.
I've lost interest in this. This episode reminds me of the Stargate episode where Teal'c gets stung by the alien wasp, painfully so. Yeah, kinda. A little bit, yeah. Is that the episode where he went and he hid out and that girl had to find him? That girl was finding him and she hid him out in like modern day Vancouver. And he had the hat on because he had to hide the gold insignia, the tattoo. Can we just watch Stargate instead? Oh, this is stupid.
This is really
It's just
dumb.
stupid. It's not even it's not funny, it's not clever, it's just stupid. Alien virus is exactly the type of, well, I don't care. It can make a second contact or a life or death situation. Luckily, my senior staff are always up for a challenge. And recording. Alright. What do you have to report? Well, your daughter's a cunt.
She's a colossal fuck up.
Yeah, she's a colossal fuck up, and she's disobedient, insubordinate, unpleasant, and disrespectful.
But she accidentally found a cure for a disease that we didn't need to encounter and bring aboard the ship in the first place.
Mm-hmm. So all is forgiven. Yeah, and she gets a promotion. When Beavis and Butthead is better. Oh God, yeah.
Ren and Stimpy, a reimagined Ren and Stimpy is coming back. I can't imagine what that's going to be like.
With no John K, it's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the husband. Let's sweetheart me. We agreed.
She's your daughter too.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe you shouldn't be her commanding officer. This is what they tried to do with Mikey, Spock, and Giorgio. They tried to make her mother-daughter sort of relationship. You didn't learn from that one? Oh, wait, we were supposed to forget that Mikey, Spock ever existed, right? We never talk about that. Maybe that's why you don't forget about history, so you don't repeat it and have your stupid daughter on the ship. Or adopted daughter, or surrogate daughter.
Well, Geordie LaForge's having drinks with Green Tilly.
Yeah. They're having green Tilly drinks. Is she as special needs as Tilly, or is she actually competent though? Who has time for romance when there's a level 2 diagnostic to run?
Out of uniform.
I can get it if she's off duty.
Yeah, she's
That would
probably
be
off
fine.
duty.
But she's not off duty, is she?
Who knows?
Oh,
They
who
really
cares?
don't make it clear.
Yeah. That's why I'm not really. That's why I'm not complaining about that, because they don't even tell you if she's on duty or not.
Still
she's-
drunk and disorderly and assaulting a fellow officer, a crew member, with a deadly weapon. That's.
She seems competent. Green Tilly seems competent. Have you been? Sorry I haven't been joining your streams. Hello, Intense Robbie, 1983. Hello. I have been yelling all day. Because now I'm just kind of winding down. I have no more energy to yell about this. About this stupid Lower Deck show.
You're going to be my Chadich. They had to throw that reference in there.
Ugh. I didn't see it. Everyone knows that. Do you know about Spock? Dude came back from the dead. Yes, I've heard of Spock. Oh, and he got the Khan and space whales. And how about Sulu? He rocked a sword thing. Oh my god, all the references.
Gary Mitchell. They threw Gary Mitchell in there for good measure.
Just all the references.
Look, we know Star Trek stuff.
Uh-huh. Do you know Kirk? Gary Mitchell? I'm sure I could look him up. You don't have to because you have a mentor. Don't touch me. Do you know Deanna Troy? Her body was so banging, she went from a jumpsuit. Oh. See, if we're out of uniform, it's because Deanna was. I'm not saying it was okay when Deanna was. You should have known better. If we complained about it then, we're complaining about it now.
Actually, season 6, it was
There's Jellicoe who said, "Why is this woman out of uniform?" And she started wearing a uniform.
I would appreciate a standard uniform on the bridge.
Right?
And Marina Sirtis says she hated those outfits she had to wear. Because she had to wear this corset underneath them. And when she finally was in the regular uniform, it's like, oh, what a relief. Well, they got space dock, right?
Yeah, it's all right. This season on Lower Decks. Oh,
It's
and there's Martok, sort of with the eye patch, or just is it supposed to be Martok?
I don't know.
You don't even know because they can't. Their character design's awful. Oh, she's got the logo on the bottom of her shoes, like it's freaking like it's freaking Jimmy Choo shoes. Look at that. She's got her in the red bottom. Really?
Okay, I'm beyond. Well, Phil Lamar's in this.
Well, of course he is.
Phil Lamar, don't drag my ass into a discussion about race and animated characters. Because you might have to say might say, yeah, I think you're right.
They crash a shuttle upcoming. They have a midair collision shuttle crash. Green Tilly's eating a taco salad. This girl's on top of a turbo lift. Oh, it looks nothing like the turbo lift in Discovery earlier. See, this just makes Discovery look dumber.
Is that possible?
No. This just makes Discovery look even dumber.
A big roller coaster turbo lift inside of a ship.
Yeah.
Where space is at a premium. We know how a turbo lift works. It's called an elevator.
Exactly. You're on a military ship. Thanks for being here, Matthew Hooker. Oh, I'm just watching that coming up on this year of Lower Decks.
I'm beside. This is bad. Not so much as a smirk.
It's annoying. It's just annoying. Yeah. It is everything you don't want in Star Trek, crammed into Star Trek. It is everything that you don't want.
And Star Trek Prodigy is going to be even worse.
It's going to be even worse. It's lawless teens in space. I don't want lawless teens in space. The Star Trek show.
Still no international distribution. Still no international distribution.
Who would want it? Who would want it?
Exactly. Nobody wants this.
You got 5 people who want this, who are all paid by CBS to want this crap. Or who don't know. Don't know how bad. All right, so yeah, this is so bad and annoying. This guy, I was so irritated at this. I was so irritated at the arguments that we brought in Robb halfway through. That's how annoying this was. I couldn't sit through this. I stopped paying attention halfway through because there's nothing to pay attention to. It's like, oh great, it's just Rick and Morty in a Star Trek setting. It's a bunch of idiots yelling on top of each other. I don't like that at all. I do not like the kind of animation style where everybody's yelling on top of each other.
And everything is so scatterbrained. It's just like again,
scene.
This whole thing. Don't give the audience time to think. Otherwise they might figure out this is bad.
Yeah, and that's why I pause it halfway through. That's why I go in, and this is an hour and 45 minutes of a recording in, and I'm gonna have to edit this down to something reasonable. So you're probably gonna edit down some of the rant. I'm probably gonna edit down some of the Star Trek.
Or just do a review.
I'm gonna put them both up because one will get views and one won't, the other won't.
Oh, well, anyway.
You kind of have to here. Where'd I go? You kind of have to EFAP this to review it properly. Yes. That's kind of what I was doing with Discovery. I would stop and I would take notes. For the first season, anyway, I would stop and take notes, and then for the second season, I would do a live reaction. I would do live watches at midnight, and I would try not to yell because it was like midnight.
CNET has a review up.
Rolling Stone has a bad review too.
Star Trek's comedy number one.
Save it for a second. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for the next part of this. I'm gonna wrap my video portion here. So. I don't have words for this, but hopefully my riffing as we went along and my ranting as we went along is a good summary of this. This is not a good show. This is not an interesting show. They're still missing the mark of what makes Star Trek Star Trek. If this were in another sort of universe, if this were, like a Final Space or a Rick and Morty sort of. If this were like a spinoff of Rick and Morty, I would just ignore it because I don't like Rick and Morty. And that's what it feels like. It feels like it's a parody of It feels like it's something that is making fun of what Star Trek is. It feels like it is something that it feels like exactly what people were worried the Orville was going to be. That is what this is. Yeah. I was worried that the Orville was going to be just making fun of Star Trek and having a laugh at its expense, and that's what this is doing 100%. It's missing everything that and the Orville's getting everything right that is Star Trek. They're getting the spirit of it. They're getting the emotional integrity. They're getting the officers right. They're getting the striving for something a little bit better than ourselves right. And even if they do screw up, and even if they do screw around, they still are a lot more competent than these people and a lot more believable as people than these people.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of the Access media sites. They're going to dance around saying that it sucks. Mm-hmm. Just because they, Ars Technica, Star Trek Lower Decks, comfort food with a comic twist. Rolling Stone, Star Trek animated satire is highly logical. Okay, CNN, Star Trek Lower Decks explores a sillier side of the Trek frontier.
Oh, yeah, and it shouldn't be. No. I am going to wrap up the pre-recorded part of this. Stay tuned, though. I am not going anywhere, and I'm going to probably do a shorter review. Maybe, I don't know. This might just be the review, the reaction.
NPR.
Don't go anywhere. I'm stopping the recording. Save it for after the recording.